When these Fox News hosts went on TV, they were always the center of attention because they had everything. But a shocking thing happened, and they were fired right away. They left Fox News. There were shocking secrets, controversies, and plots, and the Fox News host was fired after this. Hi, Tucker Carlson. First, let's talk about the newest and most shocking abuse of power at Fox News. Tucker Carlson was a big name on Fox News during prime time. In fact, millions of people watched his show, Tucker Carlson Tonight, every week. Towards the end of its run, his show had about 3 million watchers every night. Tucker's writing style included controversial opinions, cultural R ratings, conspiracy theories, and strong opinions about race, immigration, political elites, and gender problems. He quickly became a big deal in Fox News culture and had a lot of power in right politics and media. Fox News used his fame to their advantage, and while many saw him as a star, some critics still saw him as a problem. It looks like they were right, because the Fox News host was fired in April 2023. Fox News fired Tucker Carlson out of the blue, and his show was canceled. The network only said something like, "Thank you for your service," in a short statement. They didn't go into great detail about why they were doing this. Tucker was fired, and almost right away there were a lot of rumors and guesses about why. In an interesting twist, Fox fired Tucker Carlson not because of a single issue, but because of a number of issues. The defamation claim against Dominion Voting Systems was a big reason. It got Tucker Carlson into a lot of trouble with Fox News. Fox News paid Dominion $787.5 million to end a major defamation case. As part of that legal process, the courts found a lot of internal court papers and private text messages. These texts showed that Tucker Carlson had said bad things about Fox coworkers and execs, and had complained about the network's direction. Though he was on live, he sent texts that questioned the public claims of election fraud and sometimes supported or defended them. In general, his texts were critical of his Fox colleagues. He wrote that after the 2020 election, he would hate Donald Trump very much, and that we are very close to being able to ignore Trump most nights. I really can't wait. In one text message that was redacted, Tucker talked about watching a video of Trump fans beating up an Antifa kid, and said that he supported the mob. He wrote, "Obviously jumping a guy like that is wrong. That's not how white guys fight." Tucker Carlson also said in texts that he thought the people watching him were losing faith in him. Not only did he question Fox News's top leaders, but he did more than that. Not only were Tucker Carlson's text messages made public during the defamation claim against Dominion Voting Systems, but he was also sued by a former coworker. In the past, Abby Grossberg worked as a director and senior booker for Tucker Carlson Tonight. She also went to court and said that his show was an unfair place to work for women. It was said that the male employees talked badly about women, and that the female employees were often left out of important meetings. Grossberg said that women on the team were also given less desirable tasks or lower places, and that it was normal for women to be degraded and treated like objects at work. Some of her claims also included things like photos of Nancy Pelosi in sexy poses around the office, and her calling women names and insulting them. Grossberg also said that when she complained about this, her bosses told her that it was just Tucker's tone, and that's how the show works. It looks like Tucker was making this kind of setting possible. After this Fox News host was fired, and many of Tucker Carlson's text messages were made public. The text showed that he often used bad, rude, insulting, NS**** language. In internal texts, he used the C word to talk about a top Fox News official. In other texts, he used rude language to insult Sidney Powell. He wrote things that called women very primitive. Along with the texts and cases, it looks like this Fox News host was fired because he wasn't getting along with his coworkers and bosses. Tucker Carlson always acted like he was better than the network, and he would sometimes air material that advertisers didn't like. Some people who work at Fox actually said that he was a risk when it came to lawsuits and advertisers pulling their ads. Also, they were afraid that if some of his text messages were made public again, it would be very bad for Fox News's image. When Fox News host Tucker Carlson was fired after this, people remembered the shocking incident in which two Fox News stars were fired one after the other. The affair with Gretchen Carson and Roger Ailes. It all began with Gretchen Carson, who left CBS to work at Fox News in 2005. She joined Fox and Friends as a co-host. Over the years she became more well-known on the network, and was even given her own show, The Real Story with Gretchen Carlson. She was known for being vocal in interviews and for wanting to push herself to the top. But Gretchen Carlson was fired right away by Fox News after 11 years there. People who watched and fans started to wonder why, as if there was something secret. Gretchen found out why they fired her when she sued them a week later, saying that they did it because she wouldn't give in to a powerful man. Gretchen sued Roger Ailes, who was the CEO of Fox News, in court. She accused him of and abuse, retaliation for complaining, and firing her without cause. She made very detailed claims. She said that Ailes had told her in a meeting, "I think you and I should have had any relationship a long time ago. Then you'd be good and better, and I'd be good and better." He is said to have told her to turn around in his office so he could see her behind. People talked about her legs and told her to wear clothes that showed them off. Gretchen also said that she was called a man-hater at work, and that Ailes told her to get along with the boys when she complained about bad behavior. Gretchen's job was hurt when she turned down his advances and complained. She was moved from Fox and Friends, a popular morning show, to a worse time spot, got paid less, did fewer important interviews, and was pushed to the side on the network. In the end, the Fox News host was fired because of this. Roger Ailes and Fox News, of course, reject all the claims. They said Gretchen wasn't fired because she put up with harassment and turned down approaches, but because her time slot got bad reviews. Of course, this was hard to believe since Gretchen's lawyers had proof that her fans had grown every year. Even though she was moved to a worse time slot and wasn't getting any raises or help, she was still doing well. The case, on the other hand, led to a bigger scandal. Once Gretchen's reports got out, a lot more women came forward to say bad things about Ailes, including that he ed them and behaved badly. As the heat mounted, Roger Ailes had no choice but to quit Fox News. It was only a few weeks after Gretchen sued. Fox News had to settle with Gretchen Carlson and say sorry to the public, and pay her about $20 million. Being honest about what went wrong was better. But this isn't the only Fox News host who was fired because of Roger Ailes. Kathy Tantaros. Andrea Tantaros was a well-known Fox News host. Before she became a full-time host, she worked as a political expert and contributed for free. In the end, she co-hosted The Five, and then Outnumbered, and her style was typical of Fox News stars. From about 2015 to 2016, Andrea made some very serious claims. She said that Roger Ailes, who was the powerful CEO of Fox News, said and did inappropriate whole things. For example, he told her, "Turn around so I can get a good look at you." He also asked if she planned to get married and have kids. It was also said that she had to show off her legs and wear revealing clothes in order to fit in with society's standards of beauty. All of her reports to higher-ups were not taken into account. Andrea also said that she was moved from the big show The Five to the smaller show, Outnumbered, because she complained about being harassed. Outnumbered has fewer listeners and airs at a less important time. In 2016, she was fired. Along with her claims of harassment, she said that Fox News had a culture of sexism, harassment, and immorality. In her case, she used strong language to describe it as a fueled, Playboy Mansion-like cult. Fox News denied all of the claims, saying that she was fired because she broke her contract, not because she was harassing them or getting back at them. The main issue with the contract was that Tantaros published her book, Tied Up in Knots, How Getting What We Wanted Made Women Miserable, without getting permission from Fox executives first, not giving them an outline or timeline, and showing the cover art, which the network thought was inappropriate because it showed her arms tied over her head. Fox also tried to have her case sent to arbitration, saying that her contract said they could only settle things secretly and not in public court. They told her that her case was full of lies and called her an opportunist. So Fox fired Andrea Tantaros in April 2016 because of problems with her contract. But after a few months, she sued Fox News, Roger Ailes, and other high-level execs such as Bill Shine, Suzanne Scott, Arena Brigatti, and Deanne Brandy. Andrea was fired, but she still had to pay her bills for a while. She wasn't fired right away, and she was still getting paid even though she wasn't on the air. Rudy Bakhtiar. Because he said Roger Ailes and other Fox News leaders were ****ing cult. Rudy Bakhtiar was also fired. She is an Iranian-American reporter who used to work at CNN before she moved to Fox and had a good image, especially when it came to covering stories from other countries. Her first job on Fox News was as a general reporter in 2006. She wrote about many important foreign events, like the meeting between Mahmoud Ahmadinejad of Iran and Nouri al-Maliki of Iraq, and the trial and execution of Saddam Hussein. Because these were high-profile jobs for foreign news, they helped her reputation. Rudy signed a 3-year deal with Fox after working for them part-time and freelancing for 6 months. A chance to be permanently based in Washington, D.C. was part of the deal that gave the person room for growth. Around the end of 2006, Rudy said some shocking things. She said that Brian Wilson, who was being promoted at the time to Washington bureau chief, wanted to help her job. Full approaches that they didn't want. She says he told her, "Know how I feel about you," suggested that they see inside her hotel room, and other things. She said no. She also said Roger Ailes did inappropriate things, which got her fired along with other Fox News anchors. To see her legs, he told her to stand up. It made her feel bad about how she looked, because she was told to wear miniskirts and do things that Roger liked. She had bad job outcomes every time she turned down advances. Once she turned down Brian Wilson Fox, he started reassigning her and giving her less important jobs, like writing trash stories. They also kept her from doing some work in the Washington bureau, and put her efforts at the bottom of the list. After she reported to HR, she was fired out of the blue. She said it wasn't because of ***Hull attack though, and Fox agreed. The stated reason given was that her reporting wasn't up to par, she wasn't doing a good job, and John Moody doesn't think you're a good reporter. Rudy doesn't agree with that. He says the real reason was revenge for turning down the approaches and complaining. Because of this, she was fired in 2007 for poor performance. After that, her lawyer sent Fox an official complaint letter that included such as quid pro quo, a hostile work environment, and retaliation. The case was taken to a private settlement. Rudy won the mediation case, and Fox News was told to pay her the $670,000 she was owed from her 3-year deal, plus her legal fees. She couldn't talk about the facts in public for years as part of the settlement. Before Gretchen Carlson sued Roger Ailes in public, she didn't say much or anything. She says that it was hard for her to find similar parts on TV or in films after she left Fox. As time went on, she did more work behind the scenes in public relations, production, and later reporting or producing for Reuters, hosting radio shows, and other things. Thanks, Ed. In 2020, our next Fox News host was fired after a shocking incident of wrongdoing. Edward Michael Ed Henry Jr. became famous as an experienced American reporter. He worked for CNN for a while, before joining Fox News in 2011. It was his job at Fox to report on the White House. He was given more important jobs over the years, including top national correspondent. He was later made co-host of America's Newsroom with Sandra Smith, which made him a well-known Fox News reporter. But things went badly when in June 2020, Fox News got a report from a former workers' lawyer saying that Ed Henry had planned to be sexually inappropriate at work. They talked about something that happened many years ago. An outside law company that had never worked with Fox News before was hired right away to look into the claims. The complaint was sent in on the same day that Henry was suspended and taken off the show. After a week, the Fox News host was fired. At the end of the investigation, Fox News said it had found enough proof to fire Ed Henry, but Henry, in public comments, denied the claims and said that he would be proven innocent in the end. After he was fired, Jennifer Eckhart, who used to work as a director for Fox Business, sued him. She said Henry raped her in 2017, and that he made unwanted advances towards her and threatened to hurt her if she didn't do what he said. She said he was begging her and forcing her to do things. Cathay Aru, another plaintiff, also said that Henry sent her unwanted texts and pictures and behaved badly. Ed Henry didn't want to be fired, though. A defamation suit against Fox and its CEO was filmed. He said it was defamatory for Fox to say in public that they fired him because he was sexually inappropriate on purpose. He said Fox was hurting his image. He also said that even though Fox said they had done a full investigation, they had ignored or hidden proof that could disprove the claims. The case regarding Jennifer Eckhart was over in 2025. She said he did a lot of bad things, like forcing her to do things and making requests. Henry rejected all of these things. However, when the case came up, it brought more attention to other scandals at Fox News that were connected, such as the one involving Roger Ailes. A lot of people also remembered another shocking incident involving Fox News host Bill O'Reilly. Hi Bill O'Reilly. It was great to see Bill O'Reilly on Fox News. The O'Reilly Factor, his news show, was the most watched TV news show during prime time. He got a lot of attention for the rough way he interviewed people and often got into fights with guests. O'Reilly also gave both opinions and comments, was very conservative, talked about the culture war, and used angry language. He also became well known to Fox fans and a best-selling author because of the books he wrote. The way he was seen was very important to Fox's brand. A lot of people were shocked when the Fox News host was fired in April 2017. A report in the New York Times that gave some surprising news was the direct cause. As much as $13 million had been paid to 5 women by O'Reilly or Fox to settle claims of S*** or other things. Since these claims came out, advertisers started to avoid the O'Reilly Factor, and dozens of them eventually pulled out. Even 21st Century Fox, the parent company of Fox, asked the same law firm that looked into Roger Ailes to look into the claims. Then they chose to fire O'Reilly and end his show. What Fox said officially: the company and Bill O'Reilly have decided that Mr. O'Reilly will not be returning to Fox News after a careful and thorough review of the claims. As expected, O'Reilly said he hadn't done anything wrong and that the claims were false. He said that his firing was because of pressure from advertisers, the media, political opponents, and leftist groups. In public, he said he was innocent and said that he was fired because of a political and financial plot. He also said that the result was affected by other people. After he was fired, he started or grew other media projects, such as his show, No Spin News. But it looks like O'Reilly was paid a lot, about $25 million a year, because of his deal. There were parts of his deal that let him get out of it in certain situations. After he quit because of the contract, he got a huge payout, even though Chris Stirewalt charged him. Last but not least, we have Chris Stirewalt, a Fox News host, who was fired after a shocking incident. He started working for Fox News in July 2010 and was a reporter and expert for political news. He worked his way up to become Fox's political editor and was a key on-air reporter of polls, voting trends, and decision desk calls on election night. He was known for his cool, data-driven analysis. He often talked about how elections work, like what it means when a lot of votes are cast in a certain area, or how trends change. He was also a co-host on the show I'll Tell You What with Dana Perino and Stirewalt. A lot of Chris's friends didn't think he would be fired from Fox News in 2021 though. Fox said that firing him was part of a larger plan to change things inside the company, especially after the 2020 election. Around the same time, other long-term workers were also fired. Besides this reorganization, Stirewalt was fired for another shocking reason. In the early hours of election night, he was one of the first people to call for Arizona to vote for Joe Biden. That call made President Trump and many of his fans very angry. There was pressure on Fox to take back the call from politicians and some fans. Stirewalt defended the call in public and on the air. Some people thought the network was breaking Trump's story, so they went after him. After this vision, people didn't like it, and he felt pressure from inside himself. People who supported Trump were very angry at him, and some of them accused Fox of being biased and covering up things. In later works, Stirewalt suggests that Fox executives may have thought that his behavior on show, or the network's choice to stick with the data-driven call instead of giving in to political pressure, had turned off some of its viewers. He eventually got a job as the political editor at News Nation. He wrote and spoke out about how his firing was more than just a reorganization. After shocking scandals, these Fox News hosts were fired, whether they were being punished or accused of ****ing misconduct. Some people were also kicked out because of what they said about politics. Which reporters do you think should not have been fired? Type your ideas in the box below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.